You know, the Met Council has a role, but I think we know how to operate a transit system. We've proven we can, and by over-regulating through their policies and procedures, which many are still in draft form and that they're pushing through now, is trying to really take away some of that control locally.
Democratic Visions is handmade in Eden Prairie and Minnetonka by DFL Senate District 42.
SouthWest Transit operates a commuter bus service for Eden Prairie, Chaska, and Chanhassen. Most of its riders commute between its 3 hub cities and downtown Minneapolis and the University of Minnesota. We are pleased to have with us SouthWest Transit's Chief Executive Officer, Len Simich. Len, welcome to Democratic Visions.
Well, it's my pleasure to be here.
Now, I want to start off by congratulating you on being honored by the Eden Prairie Human Rights and Diversity Commission. The award was conferred for your feeder bus service. One, what is a feeder bus service, and tell us about the award.
Sure. Well, the feeder bus actually was known as the shopping bus up until a few months ago. And really it came about after meeting with a number of the community groups and seeing a real need for some of the seniors and lower income residents of Eden Prairie to take care of some of their daily needs, shopping, medical, and so forth. And we bring them to various shopping locations, including the Eden Prairie Center, Cub Foods, Rainbow Foods, Walmart, as well as some of the medical facilities.
So it's a version of Metro Mobility or something like that?
In a sense it is. Where it differs from Metro Mobility is the partnership we have with a group of volunteers that are made up from the various civic organizations. And they're helping some of the individuals that either have a difficulty navigating the system by themselves, or maybe English is the second language. And so it really is that hands-on approach. The service only operates 1 day a week, and it runs between our peak hours, where I have some staff that's available to provide this trip. The State Fair has been another one of those community-based services that we like to offer, and we've rolled out probably about 6-7 years ago. Last year we transported over 61,000 people to the State Fair.
Len, I understand that the SouthWest Transit runs special buses to the Farmers Market on Nicollet Mall and also to the Twins Target Field. Is that right?
That's correct. In the summer months, actually our regular service provides that link to the Farmers Market on Thursdays. And what we do is really as a promotion to try to get people aware of it and that they can take our bus and go down to the Farmers Market, spend the day, and come back. For the Twins, that's a different scenario. We do run special buses. We started that out not knowing exactly how successful this would be. We are dropping you off literally at the transit stations just below the stadium. So it works out great. It's a cost savings for everybody, and it's been a real winner for us.
SouthWest Transit faces, as I understand it, serious challenges, which I want to talk about. What's the nature of the challenge that you're presently facing?
Times are tough, and really, if you look out into the future, it's not going to get much better. The bulk of our funding that we receive, that's not through the fare box, we receive through the state, through the motor vehicle sales tax. And that's generated on auto sales. And when you have an economic downturn like the one that we've been experiencing really pre-2008, less money is coming into the system because less people are buying automobiles. So that has had an impact. I mean, we've seen our budgets reduce by over $1 million just in the last year.
Does that make up more than 50% of your net operating income?
No, our annual operating budget is about $6 million. But as you can see, on a $6 million budget, you're taking $1 million. That's quite a chunk.
Absolutely.
And what we've tried to do is make the cuts with as minimal impact as we can to the customers. And so there has been some service reductions. We've also had some staffing reductions. We've had the benefit because we have done some work in the real estate development side of our operation that has offset some of those losses. So that has been able to allow us to probably fare better than some of the other transit agencies here in the region. The other major challenge has to deal with governance. We always have been under the umbrella of the Metropolitan Council. At one time it was under the Regional Transit Board, which has been dissolved since. Metropolitan Council controls fares. Metropolitan Council has the authority to make sure federal rules and regulations are being followed, and we totally understand that, and we respect that and can work with them. But right now there's a number of policies being drafted and pushed through the Metropolitan Council that would erode at some of the control that we currently have. They want to kind of control the way we operate. We've always approached this thing as a one shoe does not fit all. That's been tried everywhere across the country in terms of transit, and it's proven that it does not work. And what we do is we approach it more like any business would. You try to look at the customers that you're serving, figure out what it's going to take to get them on the bus, because let's face it, we get them on the bus, everybody wins. And we've done a good job of it. We've increased since 1997 our overall ridership by 300%. And nobody else in this state can match that. We have been recognized nationally as the National System of the Year. We've been a two-time State System of the Year, much because of our innovation, on how we approach things, on how we have increased overall ridership. We are the three times in a row national winner of what's called the Gold Safety Award. You know, the Met Council has a role, but I think we know how to operate a transit system. We've proven we can, and by over-regulating through their policies and procedures, which many are still in draft form and that they're pushing through now, is trying to really take away some of that control locally. They would affect all the suburban transit properties right now, which there are 5 of. There's the Minnesota Valley that has the whole area down by Burnsville and Egan and Apple Valley, Maple Grove, Plymouth, Shakopee, and ourselves.
So are you working with them to put up a concerted approach to fend off the Metropolitan Council?
We are, and we have been. And there was, we have a group, it's called the Suburban Transit Association, which consists of all of us and all of the member cities, quite frankly, that we all serve. And there was legislation introduced this past year that would give us some guaranteed funding that we do not have the ability to get at right now. There's always the difficulty when your organization, in this case the Metropolitan Council, has Metro Transit housed in the same organization. So you can kind of see, you know, our sense from the outside looking in is there's been some favoritism, and we just want our equal fair share and allow us to grow and expand and continue to provide the services that we have.
Len, we're all excited about light rail extending out into the southwest suburbs. Are you going to be able to link Southwest Transit into the light rail? We
have been involved on the outer edge to this point. And there are committees that are being formed. Right now we are not on one of those committees, and that is one of the things that we're trying to make sure that our voice is heard, our residents' voices are heard. But we anticipate through our future planning that yes, we will be tying into it. So we'll be collecting,
just like on the Hiawatha corridor.
Just like the Hiawatha corridor. We'll be collecting from the neighborhoods, getting them to the train station, taking them from the trains to the job sites. So it is going to change how we operate today in Eden Prairie, but you know, as we see it, it's going to be for the better.
Democratic Visions is handmade in Eden Prairie and Minnetonka by DFL Senate District 42. Norbert Gurnis, Chair. Democratic Visions can also be seen on our website, dflsd42.org.